You can. Now listen. This God, he said he created us in his image, after his likeness. David, the psalmist, comes back and says, ye are all God's children of the Most High God. See, and the thing that brings you into your godly powers is this thing called faith. Now, you know, I looked at this thing with Cain and Abel, you know, and I was kind of disturbed a little, because it appears that God needed a man to till the ground, and he gets Adam, and Adam messes up, of course, but he gets Cain and Abel, and Cain is the elder. And then God asked them to present something to him. And Cain says, oh, well, yeah, he works the ground. Well, that's what God wanted, somebody to till the ground. And he brings a gift to God from his work on the ground. Abel, the younger brother, brings a gift of a lamb. He didn't do the work. The ram did. But Cain worked the earth. Anybody from the South? Y'all know. Ain't nobody have to tell you. You know that farming is hard work. That's why you ran away from the South. Didn't even keep the land that your grandmama and grandpapa willed to you. You let it go. Because farming, especially when you farming for somebody else, that's rough stuff. So I'd rather let the ram do the work. You know what I'm saying? And he brings a lamb to God. And God, the book said, didn't accept what Cain brought from the ground, but he accepted what Abel brought of a lamb. Now Cain is upset. What do you want from me, God? You needed somebody to till the ground. I'm here. I tilled the ground. I sweat, hard sweat. Got up early in the morning, went to bed late at night, and I brought you the best that I could produce. And you don't accept this, but you accept that. I'm mad as you know what. So the God looks at Cain and he says, now he's talking to the boy. It's a wonderful thing to have God talk to you. But let me tell you something. He talks to us too. We don't listen well, but he does communicate with his creatures. Now watch this. Cain, why is your countenance fallen? Why are you angry? Sin lieth at the door. The boy should have said, well, look, God, yeah, my countenance fell. I'm angry. But I'm angry because I work hard as you know what, and I brought this thing to you, and you rejected me. See, if he had asked the question, he would have got an answer. I'm not rejecting you, Cain. I favor you because you brought me something from hard work and sweat. But the reason I accepted a lamb was because at the end of the world, that came into being from your father's rebellion, I'm going to choose me a lamb that will bring in a brand new world. But you see, Cain couldn't see that far, and he didn't have sense enough to question God. So he relied on his own what? Understanding. He leaned on his own understanding, kept his anger, and then went out and killed his brother. He didn't have faith in the God that gave him life and gave him a word. Now, all that we read that happened in Genesis is informing us of when Jesus comes into the world, what is going to be required for Jesus to bring about a brand new world. See, this is not his world, because you didn't make it his. Oh, I shouldn't say you, I should say we. We still waiting on Jesus to make the world better. But he put you here. He put me here. He put us here. What are you crying about? You don't like the world? You don't like what the world has done to you? Fine. What you gonna do about it? You mean I can do something about it? Let's see. In the Quran, belief and faith are considered light, L-I-G-H-T. And unbelief is considered darkness. So when you have your problems, and God is going to help you have some problems, and then you're going to help yourself, creating problems. And the problems that God permits and we create often brings darkness into our lives, darkness in our homes, darkness in our business. So when darkness comes, you can't move. You have to wait for light. So if the light of faith is burning in your heart, I don't care how dark it gets, you can always see your way through if you got faith. Now watch. Now, see, times are getting rough. I mean, $4.50 for a gallon of gas, and you see, gee, I chose Life Center Church, but I live, and I can't. I better. The weather turned crazy, but that's God flooding out the corn crop. So food now is higher. The corn feed that they feed the lambs, the cows, the steer, the hogs, sorry, it's gone up now. So if you're buying a piece of meat, you're going to pay more for it. You're buying a piece of fish, you're going to pay more for it. You're buying a tomato, you're buying just vegetables that yesterday you took for granted. Gone up. Some of you are blessed with land around your home, but you won't plant anything. It's hard work tilling the ground. But you know what? If you planted something in your backyard, you would get more from it than the finest supermarket. Do you know why? Because what's fresh from the ground is full of life. And it gives life to you. But by the time it comes from California and other places and even out of the country, they had to fix it to make it look nice. Fix it. It looks so appealing to your eyes, but the stomach. This is why we have high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, because we let other people feed us and we've run away from